दार ओढून घ्या. Okay. So let us start. Numerical on gear design. So today we will be discussing a numerical on gear design in which module is given and phase width and all other things are given, and we have to calculate the rated power based on the dynamic load calculated by using Squat's equation. So this is the numerical. A pair of mattings per gear with 20-degree pressure angle consists of a 16 teeth pinion meshing with a 24 teeth gear. The module is 3 millimeters while the face width is 40 millimeters. Both the gears are made up of steel, heat treated to Brinell hardness number of 380 and have teeth of grade 8. The material for pinion as well as gear is steel with ultimate tensile strength of 600 Newton per mm square. The pinion rotates at 1160 rpm and the service factor for the application is 1.75. The factor of safety as 2 and consider the dynamic load by using Squat's equation. Determine the rated power that the gear can transmit. U the CV is equal to 3 upon 3 plus V. Lewis form factor Y for 16 number of teeth is given as 0.295 and for grade 8 what is error is mentioned here. So error formula is given 16 plus 1.25 into bracket m plus 0.25 under root d. So it is mentioned as d raised to 1 half and it is in micron. So when we will be calculating, we have to multiply it by 10 raised to minus 3 so that it will become in millimeters. So let us write what is given. So very first, alpha is equal to 20 degree. Pressure angle consists of 16 teeth pinion. ZP number of teeth on pinion is equal to 16. Meshing with a 24 teeth gear. Number of teeth on gear is equal to 24. The module is 3 millimeters while the face width is 40 millimeters. So I will write here module is equal to 3 millimeters and face width is given as 40 millimeters. Both the gears are made up of steel. Heat So next point, what I will write. Both the gears are made up of steel material and Brinell hardness number is given. So I will write down BHN is equal to 380. The material for pinion and gear is steel. So if required, we will use material for both the cases is steel. Ultimate tensile strength SUT is given as 600 Newton per mm square. The pinion rotates at 1160 rpm. NP is equal to 1160 rpm. Then next, service factor for this case is given. CS is equal to 1.75. FS factor of safety is given as 2. Consider the dynamic load by using Squat's equation. Very important. Dynamic load. I will write for better understanding. Dynamic load. We will write it as PD. This is required to be calculated by using Squat's equation, and determine the rated power. What is asked? Kilowatt. Okay. What else is given? Take PV is equal to 3 upon 3 plus V. Lewis form factor Y for 16 number of teeth, that is for pinion, is equal to 0.295. And what is else is given? So assume that this is additional given. The error formula is given. So write down this formula for error as A is equal to 16 plus 1.25 m plus 0.25 under root d in microns. The unit is in microns. So this is the given data. And what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the power. Kilowatt we have to calculate, and for calculating the dynamic load we have to calculate by using this Squat's equation. This is very, very important. We have to use the Squat's equation. So this is the given. Let us take 2-3 minutes for writing. Then I will explain you the steps in detail, and then we will proceed further. Okay. So let us proceed to next. I will explain first the steps for solving this. So in this step, some surplus data is given. So those one by one step I will mention. So very first we will be calculating. Step number 1, I will be calculating beam strength. Okay, so I am having formula for beam strength. So I will use this formula. SB is equal to MB sigma B Y. Module is given, phase width is given, sigma B is equal to SUT by 3, and Y for pinion is given. So we can calculate beam strength. Then I will proceed for calculation of wear strength. It is given by SW is equal to BQ dP into K. B value given. Q we can calculate. We are having twice ZG divided by ZG plus ZP. dP M into ZP, and K value. Both the gears are made up of steel material and pressure angle 20 degree. Therefore, I can write here as K value. So I will calculate one by one all the things, and I will be finally calculating wear strength. No problem. Then third, very important. Now in this problem, the CS is given and CV is given. But it is clear cut mentioned that calculate the dynamic load by using Squat's equation. So it is the additional data. It is the surplus data which will not be using for this calculation. So dynamic load by using Potts equation. So what is the formula for this? I will write here. So PD is equal to E NP ZP into B into R1, R2, or you can write RP and RG, no problem. RP for pinion, RG for gear. As both the gears are made up of steel material, so formula will be, we have discussed three formulas. So steel pinion and steel gear, I am writing the formula here under root of, sorry, not D here, R1 square plus R2 square. So now in this NP is given, ZP given, phase width given, R1 and R2 piece circle radii for pinion and gear. Only E is the problem, error. So how to calculate this particular error? So here one formula is given, 16 plus 1.25 M. So 16 plus 1.25 into bracket M plus 0.25 under root of D, it is mentioned raised to 1/2. So I will calculate for pinion, EP, I will put here DP. I will calculate for gear, EG, I will put here DG. And finally, I will write E is equal to EP plus EG. And this answer will be in micron. Convert it before substituting in the main formula into millimeters. Then only your answer will be right. Otherwise, this micron 10 raised to minus 3 difference will be there. So you will get PD, dynamic load, by using Potts equation. Now we have calculated ESB and ESW, both the cases. So let us compare between ESB and ESW, and whichever is weaker, I will take the criteria and I can write here ESW is equal to P effective into FS, or ESB is equal to P effective into FS. We have calculated ESW, we have calculated ESB, FS is with us, so I can calculate P effective. So based on whichever is weaker, I will use the formula and I will get P effective. But I am having P effective, another formula for this is equal to CS PT plus PD. So CS is given, P effective calculated, and PD calculated by Potts equation. What will be unknown? Unknown will be PT. So you will calculate, you will get here PT is equal to. Then step number 5, you can calculate here torque transmitted. You can calculate torque transmitted, MT is equal to PT into dP by 2, and step number 6, last is the power, and I can say MT is equal to 60 into 10 raised to 6 kilowatt divided by 2 pi NP. MT calculated, so finally you can calculate the power. So these are the steps we will be using for solving this, and I want to tell you here in this case only, whatever the CV is given, it is not required. So I have already told you that this is the surplus data given. So what is this CV? It is not required as we are calculating. CS is required, but here before whatever numericals we have solved, we have using the formula P effective is equal to CSPT by CV. But here it is clear cut mention solved by using Potts equation. Therefore, I will be calculating PD in this case, and then I will be using this formula. I will be using this formula if I want to use this Potts equation, and PD I have already calculated. This formula I will use, and then I will calculate the PT, and this PT I will use further. So this is the difference between this last numerical what we have solved, P effective is equal to CS PT by CV, and this numerical. So this is the outline, and let us start one by one after the steps. So I will start with step number 1. So before proceeding for step number 1, some things which are required to be calculated, that I will go for. Sigma B is equal to SUT divided by 3 is equal to 600 divided by 3, 200 Newton per mm square, number 1. What else? Okay, calculate dP. or DG, whatever is required. So we can calculate it. It's just a simple calculation. So I will say here, if required in the further calculation, dP is equal to M into ZP is equal to, module is given 3, ZP 16, ZG 24. So 3 into 16, you will get it as very simple 48 millimeter. So here only pitch circle radius PCR for pinion. This I am taking as the data required for further things. I will call it as R1 or I will call it as RP. So is equal to 48 divided by 2 is equal to 24 millimeter. This is the pitch circle radius for pinion. Now DG is equal to M into ZG is equal to 3 into 24. 3 into 24. So is equal to, you will get it as 72 millimeters. And pitch circle radius for gear R2, or you can call it as RG also, is equal to 72 by 2. And then you have to write the answer. These things we are required for error calculation. Therefore, I am writing here. These things you require for calculation of error. So RG, what I will write here, this RG is nothing but 36 millimeters. So these are the basic things which required for calculation. Then, as the same material is there for pinion and gear, pinion is weaker and which is the criterion for design. So I will write here. This should be always your first step. As the pinion and gear are made up of same material. Pinion is weaker than gear. Hereafter, everything we can use pinion as the criterion for design. No problem. Let us start first. We will calculate step number 1. Our first step as beam strength calculation. So number 1. Beam strength. What is formula for this beam strength? All things are given, so I will write down SB is equal to MB sigma B into Y. Just substitute the values. 340 sigma B 200 and Y is given for 16 number of teeth as 0.295. So if I will substitute all the values, I will get SB is equal to, in Newton, tell value for SB. Okay. Okay, 7080 Newton. So I will write down here the value as 7080 Newton. Okay, this is the value for beam strength. Let us proceed for the second step. Wear strength. Let us proceed for the second step as wear strength. So now we will be write down the formula. Writing formula, yes, W is equal to B Q dp K. B Q dp K. One by one, phase width is given. Let us calculate Q twice ZG divided by ZG plus ZP. Substitute 2 into 24 divided by 24 plus 16, and you will get the Q value as okay, 1.2. No problem. Simple calculation. 1.2. Then dp we have calculated. Now what next? So next will be here K value. As both the gears are made up of steel material and pressure angle is 20 degree, this should be the line every time from your side. K is equal to 0.16 into BHN divided by 100 bracket square. So I will substitute 0.16 into BHN value. What is BHN given? 380 divided by 100, and this bracket square I will get K value as 2.310. So I will mention here K value as 2.3104. This is the K value. And dp we have already calculated, dp as 48. So I will put here, yes, W is equal to B Q dp K. Yes, W is equal to 40 into 1.2 into 48 into 2.3104. Very good, very good. So answer is yes, W is equal to 5323.16. 5323.16 Newton. So this is the answer for my SW. So let us conclude here, though it is not required here. So if I will say SW value and SB value, so 5323 and 7010. So what I will say, SW is weaker than SB. Whenever it is required, I will say SW is weaker than SB. So it is required in further step. Still for your understanding, I will mention here, though it is not required in this step, SW is less than SB. Okay, so next proceed now. Step number 3. Dynamic load. By using, this is very important, by using Scott's equation. So let me write first formula for this, or I will calculate error first before writing the formula. So in the problem, it is given for a grade number 8. For grade number 8, we are having the formula E is equal to 16 plus 1.25 into bracket m plus 0.25 d raised to 1/2 means it is under root d. So this is the generalized formula for error calculation. I will write down this for EP and I will write down this for EG, and I will calculate error for pinion. Error for pinion is equal to 16 plus 1.25 into bracket module plus 0.25 under root of dp. This is the modification, and this is in micron. So I will get the value EP is equal to 16 plus 1.25 into bracket. Now value for module 3 plus 0.25 under root of dp is 48. Tell me the value for EP. 21.915. Okay, 92 I will say, because again it will convert it. So I will say here 21.915 or 92 micron. Micron is equal to, I will say, 21.915 into 10 raised to minus 3 millimeter. This is very important, 10 raised to minus 3 millimeter. Similarly, error for gear I will calculate 16 plus 1.25 into bracket m plus 0.25 under root of dg. So here in this case, by substituting, I will write Eg is equal to 16 plus 1.25 m plus 0, or m value you put here, m value as 3. So here I will be putting value 3 plus 0.25 under root of dg 72. And now you get the value of Eg. So Eg is equal to, you will get answer okay, 22.40. Okay, very nice, very nice. 22.40 micron or 22.40 into 10 raised to minus 3 millimeters. Okay, so now I will write down here total error E is equal to EP plus EG is equal to 21.92, I will say 915 plus 22.40. So tell me total error is equal to total error, just addition of EP and EG in micron and in millimeter, both I will write 44.315. Okay, any else? 44.315 or 32, whatever. So I will say here it is in micron into 10 raised to minus 3 millimeter. This is very important. If you will not put this 10 raised to minus 3, your further calculation or answer will become or will go wrong. Therefore, this is very important. So in this step, this is generalized formula. This we have calculated for error for pinion. This we have calculated error for gear. And this is our answer for the total error, which we will be substituting in the next answer. And I have already converted into millimeter. Okay, so now let us write the Schwartz equation formula. So PD is equal to, now there are three different formulas. Pinion and gear made up of steel material. So in our case, I will write down here pinion and gear are made up of steel material. It is very important. The three formulas based on pinion and gear made up of steel, they are made up of cast iron, and pinion is made up of steel and gear is of cast iron. So based on this, the formula will change accordingly. So I will write down this formula, Schwartz equation for pinion and gear are made up of same material, E NP ZP into B into R1 into R2. You can write RP RG also, no problem. Divided by this constant is for steel 2530 under root of R1 square plus R2 square. So now take a look towards this formula. What we are having and not. So error was not there, but now we have calculated in millimeters. NP is given, ZP is with us, face width is with us. R1 and R2 means pitch circle radius for pinion and gear. This answer is also with us. Then substituting all the values. So I will now substitute the values. PD is equal to error value. I will put total error as 44.315 into 10 raised to minus 3 error. NP 1160. ZP 16. Phase width 40. R1 and R2. Now values for R1 and R2. R1, we have already calculated the values 24 and 32. So values for R1 and R2 we have calculated the value as 24 and it is not 32, it is 36. Okay. So this values each circle radius and now here divided by 2530 under root of R1 square plus R2 square. So I will write down here 24 square plus 36 square. Do this calculation very slowly and let me know the answer for this. All are getting same? 2-3 more cases. 257, 258, 257 point something. What is your answer? Put once again. Okay, 257.82. Okay. 259. Okay. 259. Okay, so I will say here this answer as taking your review only. Some are getting 257, some are getting 259. So I will say here 258 Newton. Okay, so this is your PD value. Step number 3, we have calculated the dynamic load by using Squat's equation. Step number 4, here we will be calculating the static load. Step number 4, here we will be calculating the static load PT. So we will be using formula for P effective. Okay, so whatever your answer, you go with that answer only. The final answer in kilowatt, it will not change up to more extent. So no problem at all. So I will compare SW and SB, and I have already noted that SW is equal to 5323 and SB 7080. So SW is lesser than SB. So I will write by comparison here SW is lesser than SB. Therefore, pitting is the criterion for design. Therefore, PSW means wear failure. So we will calling it as pitting. So pitting is the why pitting? If you go for the definition, SW, the wear strength is the maximum tangential load that the gear can transmit without pitting failure. Therefore, I have written here pitting. Okay, now SW is the criteria. I will write down here. Then next thing as SW is equal to P effective into EFS. So I will write here SW is equal to P effective into EFS. So I can calculate here P effective is equal to SW divided by FS. SW is equal to SW. We have already calculated 2353. Sorry, 5323.16 divided by 2. This you will get the answer for P effective is equal to what is answer? 2661. What is answer here? I will calculate P effective 2661.15. 58. So 2661.58 Newton. Okay, so this is the answer. Now I will move to next. P effective calculated, but I have for this particular formula, I will write P effective is equal to CS PT plus PD. CSPT plus PD. So I can write here CSPT plus PD. P effective I have calculated 2661.58 is equal to CS is given 1.75 into PT plus PD. You will get PD answer we have calculated. What we have rounded up 258, 259, whatever your answer is, you write down here 258. So in this way, if you put all the values, you will get the value of PT as. Tell me the value for PT. Static load value. Put the answer. You will get PT value as 1372. Okay. Anybody else? 1373. Okay. Any other? 1373.4. Okay. 1373. Okay. So I will write down this value as 1373.4 Newton. Okay. Now, next step number 5. So I will write here step number 5 as torque transmitted or transmitted torque. You can write here. MT I have to calculate. So what is the formula? MT is equal to PT into dP by 2. So MT is equal to PT into dP by 2. So we have calculated this PT. So I will say 1373.4 into dP by 2. dP, it is 48 divided by 2. So you will get MT is equal to, answer for MT, in Newton millimeter. Answer for MT, what will be the answer for this? 32961, 32965, 32963. Okay. Anybody else? Three, two. Anybody else? Answer. Nine, six, 1, 3, 4. Okay. So I will put here 932,963. I will take this answer. Newton millimeter. Now last step will be our step number 6. Here we will be calculating power. Last step 32929. Okay, whatever your answer you put, we will see what finally kilowatt is changing or not. Okay. So here I will write down the formula we are having. EMT is equal to 60 into 10 raised to 6 kilowatt divided by 2 pi NP. Therefore, I will write down kilowatt is equal to 2 pi NP into MT divided by 60 into 10 raised to 6. So, kilowatt is equal to 2 pi NP. So, 2 pi. What is value for NP RPM given? 1160 into, substitute here, 32963 divided by 60 into 10 raised to 6. Kilowatt is equal to, tell me the answer for kilowatt. 4.003, 4.004, 4.004. So what I want to highlight here, though your answer is somewhat different for MT, some students are having 32963, 32961, and one of the students is having answer like this 32929, so something like this. But this answer, as 60 divided by 10 raised to 6 is the denominator, it will not change up to that much level. So I will say kilowatt is equal to 4.00. So how you will highlight this? What is asked in the numerical? Very first, rated power that the gear can transmit. So I will write down here as a concluding remark for this numerical. Rated power that the gear can transmit is equal to 4.00 kilowatt. So this is the final answer. So the rated power that the gear can transmit, this is the final answer. So let us go back in this numerical. Based on the given data, we have calculated beam strength, then wear strength, then dynamic load by using Squat's equation. PD is equal to ENP ZP into B into R1 into R2 into R1 into R2 divided by 2530 under root of R1 square plus R2 square. We have calculated error for pinion, we have calculated error for gear, and then E is equal to EP plus EG in microns. So we have to convert this into millimeters by multiplying 10 raised to minus 3. Then further, we have compared SB and SW, whichever is the lesser part, and we will take it as a further criteria. So in this numerical, SW is observed to be lesser. So I have taken SW as the criterion for design. Then we have calculated P effective is equal to SW by FS factor of safety given. We have calculated P effective, and we are having the formula when we are calculating the PD by dynamic load as P effective is equal to CSPT plus PD. So P effective value we have calculated from wear strength. CS is given. In this way, we have calculated P in this PT in this numerical. Then from based on the PT, we have calculated transmitted torque MT is equal to PT into dP by 2. And finally, if torque is known and RPM is known, we can easily calculate the power kilowatt. So in this way, we have calculated kilowatt. So this is the discussion made and how to calculate the power if we have calculated the load by using dynamic load by using Potts equation that we have discussed.